Hello everyone, welcome to Masterminds video session. Day before exam strategy exclusively for business correspondence and reporting. So we have made this video with the guidance of Prakash sir in such a way that students would get to reduce the time used before the day of examination in a productive way, such that they would use the time in a perfect manner to get best in our BCR. Now watch this video for 10 minutes and you will quickly be able to understand what you are supposed to do on the day before examination. I am 100% guaranteeing you that you would reduce hours of preparation time. And let's get ready, pen down the points that we have covered in this. First thing, forget about the first examination that you have written. Don't worry about it. You can't change the past. Don't worry about it. Hope you have done very well. And don't worry about it at all. Just focus on the next examination and do it well. And the gap between the past or the previous examination and the present BCR law would be 25 hours, the rough estimation approximately. So use 16 hours for law and 8 hours for BCR. That's what we recommend you to allocate. First, prepare the areas that we have mentioned here thoroughly for 1 hour, that is RTPs and MTPs related to the past 2 attempts, which is useful for you to quickly go through the standard of questions in the examination. After that, follow the strategy that we have given here basing on the priority. So we have given this video in such a way that we have categorized all the chapters basing on the priority. So basing on this priority, if you read or cover the chapters, you can quickly cover the important areas first and unimportant areas later. And while preparing each chapter, first go through the fast track material, then you can revise the remaining things from our masterminds material. First of all, communication. So this chapter is allocated 1.5 hours, 1.5 hours. You can understand 1.5 hours. A very useful thing. Important chapter 2. In this, you can give first priority to the areas like characteristics of effective communication. In that, whatever the characteristics are there, conciseness, concreteness, coherence, go through all that. Generally, we can expect 2 mark questions. So be thorough with that. So in our masterminds material, we have given different ways of asking the question. And we have also classified these questions by giving, if the question is asked for 1 mark, how students are supposed to condense their answer. That strategy is also given in our material. Please go through that. And in our fast track material, we have covered the important synopsis. By looking at that, you can understand what are the entire chapter very quickly. Next, barriers to effective communication, or what are the barriers like technology barrier, cultural barrier, all that barriers. Next, networks, different networks, chain network, wheel and spoke network, star network. Sometimes they're asking questions like difference between these 2 networks. So please go through that networks very quickly. Next, channels. So different channels are mentioned. So formal, informal, verbal, non-verbal. So in non-verbal, what are the different styles and different ways? Next, grapevine, that is informal communication. So from this, if you observe the past tendency or the questions that are asked in the past, majority of the questions have been covered in this area. So please go through this and give second priority to the questions like importance of English in BCR, role of BCR in CA. This type of questions are generally given in B category in our material. Last, case study and the questions that are related to C category, give last priority for them. Next, active and passive, we have focused. We observed that some questions are asked more. Some types of questions like simple future, modal verbs, especially questions on modal verbs, simple present. Next, imperative modals are quite often asked. Next, passive voice to active, means passive to active also they are asking, whereas direct to indirect they did not ask much in the previous exams, but passive to active they are asking. So please focus on that. Next, second priority for simple past, past perfect, and interrogative forms and assertives. Next, go through all the remaining models if anything is left. Next, direct and indirect speech. When it comes to direct indirect speech, please go through universal truths. So remember that we should not change the tense for universal truth. And when the question is asked, will, say. Next, imperative models. Next, simple past, and interrogatives, yes or no type and WH both. Next, give second priority to present perfect. Next, simple present, exclamatory and modal verbs. And of course, all modals are important in direct, indirect, but this classification is based on previous examination strategy that is followed by our ICAI. Next, indirect to direct, they are not questioning much. So only once or twice they asked in RTPs and MTPs. They did not ask in the previous exam. So we have categorized into C category. Next, writing formal letters and official communication. Generally, you can spend up to 45 minutes for that. Of course, the time allocation we have given, and very clearly it was mentioned that there is freedom for the students to revise the timings, up to you, but this is the best one that you can follow. Next, in letter writing, please go through complaint letters, inquiry letters, and placing an order. These inquiries and orders letter, these type of letters are quite often asked and have more priority, that this type of questions may be asked in the upcoming exam. Next, reply to complaint letter, sales letter, circulars and memos, you can give second priority, and last priority you can give for recovery letter and promotion letter. However, in our fast track material, we have clearly given you all the overview of all types of letters, and we have given you some sentences also. So Prakash sir has guided us to prepare that fast track material. With his guidance, we have given a very good fast track material which would help students to quickly go through the content. So please do go through that. In that, we have given the sentences that are very useful, commonly used in majority of the letters, which would be very effective for all the students. Next, formal mails. So formal mails, generally they are asking formal questions. There are questions related to semi-formal and informal. Give priority for formal mails. Definitely they would ask you questions from formal mails. Next, Prezi writing. So we have categorized ABC categories in the material itself. So please do go through that, and remember that you have to condense the Prezi and write it in the short form. You have to condense to 1/3. And coming to the rough draft, we have given a document in which we have explained that it's better to write the rough draft as based on the ICAI theory. So better to write the rough draft. Next, report writing. So in report writing, there were some conflicting things. You better follow ABC category given in our material. Give more priority for news reports and magazine reports. And even while writing the report writing, where to use this byline is very important area, which we have really discussed it with the students in the form of a draft. Please do use byline just below the title. It would be helpful because in ICAI material, that's the way they have given. Next, coming to the article writing. So same AB, and moreover for this article writing, we have provided an additional booklet which covers which is going to cover, or which has already covered, recent current affairs. So this will be an additional advantage. We have covered all the government policies and additional things that are tentatively that can be asked in the upcoming exam. Please go through that current affairs material. It would be definitely helpful for all of you, because collecting or gathering the data is very difficult for this article writing. We have done that for you with the guidance of Prakash sir, and please do go through that and revise it once. Next, note making. So same ABC strategy is given for note making too, but please do follow the indentation and subclassification. Don't forget to write the key abbreviations. So please do write key abbreviations, and after writing the note, don't forget the summary. Put for that, and please write the summary in the brief manner and perfectly. So please do follow this. Next, antonyms and synonyms, idioms and phrases. This is a big ocean where we have given all the possible questions in our ICAI material, study material. Of course, we have classified them into 5 sets. Please go through all that sets. Of course, if you observe the previous exam tendency, ICAI people did not repeat the same question in any of the years. Means they did not repeat this question that is already asked in the exam. Don't worry about that questions. So please do revise easily given idioms and phrases where answers will be very short, so that questions can be asked more often. Next, comprehension passage. Of course, this is purely based on the skill of the student in the exam hall. So if the student has good reading skill, then they can fare well in this topic. So please improve your reading skills for this. Don't worry about it. We have given the strategies to prepare in the fast track material. So question to paragraph or paragraph to question, please do follow that strategy given there. So a student is independent to choose his decision. However, the best strategy would be if you read the questions briefly in 1 minute and then go to the paragraph, it would give you an idea so that you can focus on the areas that you are identifying the answers. Next, resume writing and meetings. Of course, these two chapters can be left in choice because these are very lengthy. If the question is asked in these areas like resume and meetings, students would consume more time answering these questions. So we classified them that you can take these type of chapters in choice. Next, basics of writing, vocabulary, sentence and its types. These chapters can be completely left because they did not ask any questions from this. Vocabulary in the sense, not antonyms, synonyms. We clearly mentioned it's a general vocabulary, that is prefixes, suffixes, idioms, I mean this phrasal verbs. This type of questions they did not ask much, so better to leave this in choice. So these are the areas that you have to prepare. And last but not least, the note. When practicing the formal letters and common points, I already told you this point, especially for letters and emails, we have given the fast track material. Please go through that. We have given useful sentences like opening sentence in the letter and how to write emails and how to write objective, personal details and skills declaration in resume. So we have given brief sentences. You can read them and you can get good knowledge and quickly you can revise them. For this purpose, the fast track material would be best suitable. So all the best for your preparation. So that's it for now. In a relaxed mode, you write the examination, whatever you have been doing in our material. We are 100% sure if a student prepares well in our institute, definitely you are going to get good result. So that's why with that confidence, I am telling you, please do revise according to the given strategy and follow it thoroughly and get the good result. And moreover, don't forget to like and share this video. If you like this video, please do give a thumb and share to as many people as possible and in your status. And moreover, subscribe to the channel for recent updates which are going to come and are already developed. And now and then, whenever there is an important update, our academic team would be updating you, especially our directors would be giving you the crucial data and crucial, very, very important data. So please do follow this channel and don't forget to press the bell icon for constant. Thank you. All the best.